Most people think they're disliked because others are jealous, toxic, or insecure. But what if the truth is much harder to accept? What if certain habits are quietly pushing people away and you don't even realize you're doing them? The most dangerous social mistakes aren't the obvious ones. They aren't explosive arguments or massive betrayals. They're the ones that feel completely normal to you. They are the tiny, everyday behaviors that slowly chip away at your connections. And number 6 on our list today, that is the habit that destroys more relationships than all the others combined. Stick around because you absolutely need to hear it. Welcome back to Brainy Core. Today we are diving deep into the psychology of social friction. You see, being disliked isn't always about who you are at your core. It's often about repeated, unconscious behaviors. Think about it. People rarely tell you exactly why they've distanced themselves. Confrontation is uncomfortable. Instead, they simply stop calling. They stop inviting you out. And most importantly, they stop trusting you with their real feelings. But here is the good news. These habits can be changed once you recognize them. Awareness is your biggest superpower here. You may only recognize one of these habits in yourself by the end of this video, but that single realization could explain years of social frustration. Let's begin. Habit 1. Making every conversation about yourself. Have you ever poured your heart out to someone, only for them to immediately spin the spotlight right back onto themselves? Psychologically speaking, people enjoy feeling understood far more than they enjoy being impressed. When you dominate a conversation, you might think you are building a connection by sharing common ground. But constantly interrupting with your own stories or turning someone else's experience into your experience actually does the exact opposite. It happens when we listen simply to reply instead of listening to understand. Friend, I've been having such a difficult month at work lately. I'm completely exhausted. You. Oh, you think that's bad? That reminds me of when I had it even worse last year at my old job. Let me tell you. In your mind, this self-centeredness often appears as enthusiasm or empathy. You think you're saying, I get it, I've been there. But what the other person actually hears is, my experience is more important than yours. Humans remember how you make them feel. If they constantly leave conversations with you feeling unheard and overshadowed, they will naturally stop reaching out. Habit 2. Always needing to be right. We all know someone who cannot let a minor inaccuracy slide. Winning every single argument might make you feel smart in the moment, but it often means losing respect in the long run. This habit rears its head when you constantly correct insignificant details, turn casual discussions into intense competitions, or outright refuse to admit when you've made a mistake. Imagine you are telling a fun story to a group of friends, and you say it happened on a Tuesday. Suddenly, someone interrupts to say, technically that's not true, it was a Wednesday, and it wasn't raining, it was just drizzling. Does that correction add any value to the story? No. It just derails the momentum. People naturally avoid those who make every interaction feel utterly exhausting. This behavior is usually just the ego disguised as intelligence. When you prioritize being factually correct over making a social connection, you signal to others that their feelings and comfort matter less than your pride. Ironically, the people others respect the most are usually the ones who can comfortably and confidently say, you know what, I was wrong. Habit 3. Constant negativity. Have you ever spent an afternoon with someone and left feeling like you just ran an emotional marathon? Negativity is socially contagious. If you are constantly complaining about everything, finding flaws in every single situation, or always assuming bad intentions from others, you become an emotional weight on the people around you. Maybe you're the person who complains about the heat during a beautiful tropical vacation, or you criticize every movie, restaurant, or event you attend with your friends. Here is the psychological insight behind this. The human brain heavily relies on emotional association. We subconsciously link our emotional states with the people who were present when we felt them. If you constantly bring stress, pessimism, and complaints to the table, people's brains will literally begin to associate you with those negative feelings. People unconsciously avoid emotional drain. They will protect their peace by distancing themselves from the source of the exhaustion. Habit 4. Seeking constant validation. While genuine confidence attracts people, neediness actively repels them. This habit often stems from deep-rooted insecurity, and it manifests as constantly fishing for compliments or relying on others to manage your self-esteem. Do you find yourself constantly asking things like, "Do you think I'm doing okay? Are you mad at me? Did you actually like what I said earlier, or were you just being nice?" This also shows up in digital behavior, like posting online solely for approval and letting the number of likes dictate your mood for the entire day. Needing relentless reassurance in every relationship places a massive, unfair emotional responsibility on the other person. Psychologically, validation dependence forces your friends and partners to become your emotional caretakers. Over time, it stops feeling like a mutual friendship and starts feeling like a one-sided job. People want to connect with you, but they do not want to be entirely responsible for your happiness. Habit 5. Gossiping about everyone. We all indulge in a little venting from time to time, but if your primary way of bonding with people is by tearing others down, you are setting a dangerous trap for yourself. When you constantly gossip, share other people's secrets, and discuss others behind their backs, you might think you are building intimacy with the person you are talking to. You might even frame this gossip as genuine concern. "I'm only telling you this because I care about her, but did you hear what she did last weekend?" Here is the harsh psychological reality. Trust is transferable. If you are unsafe with someone else's private information, the person listening to you immediately realizes that you are unsafe with theirs. They assume, rightly so, that you will talk about them the exact same way the moment they leave the room. Revealing private conversations doesn't make you look interesting, it makes you look entirely untrustworthy. You win their attention for 5 minutes, but you lose their trust forever. Habit 6. Never taking responsibility. Blame keeps people stuck, and worse, it aggressively pushes others away. When you never take responsibility, every failure comes with an elaborate excuse. Every conflict is somehow someone else's fault. You find yourself playing the victim repeatedly, no matter the circumstances. It's always a bad boss, toxic friends, bad timing, or just plain bad luck. We all face unfair situations in life. But if you are the common denominator in a decade of broken relationships and failed endeavors, and you still claim that none of it was your fault, people will notice. Accountability is an incredibly attractive trait. It shows emotional maturity, self-awareness, and resilience. On the flip side, chronic victimhood erodes respect over time. When you refuse to own your mistakes, you force the people around you to carry the burden of those mistakes for you. People can forgive misunderstandings, they can forgive bad days, and they can certainly forgive mistakes. What they struggle to forgive is someone who never admits they made one. If you recognized yourself in this video, take a deep breath. It is okay. Everyone, and I mean everyone, has at least one of these habits. Recognizing them is not a sign of weakness, it is a profound sign of power. The goal of this video, and of self-improvement in general, isn't to become perfectly liked by every single person you meet. That is impossible. The real goal is to stop unintentionally pushing away the people who actually matter to you. So, I want you to ask yourself, which of these habits bothered you the most to hear about? Take a moment to think about it, because the habit that made you the most uncomfortable is often the one that reveals the most about where you need to grow. The people who grow and succeed socially aren't the ones who never make mistakes. They're the ones brave enough to recognize their mistakes before they become their entire identity. Did you find this video insightful? Which point did you relate to the most? Let us know down in the comments below. We love reading your stories and learning from your experiences. If you found value in this, please hit the like button and share it with someone who might find it helpful. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more psychological insights. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.